I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The lyric scientist lab.
There I am, on a camera. A camera that is projecting me to the internet, and on the internet for the world to see. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 178. Yes, 178 episodes of this here Mad Scientist Lab podcast, the greatest podcast in the world, North America, and soon to be Cuba.
This is the way.
And before we start anything, today is a very special day for all of us.
Jared, all right, relax.
Jared,
we're not doing
this
all
only
that.
happens once a year.
Yeah, it's fine.
And Jared, I want to say Happy Earth Day to you.
Oh, thank
okay?
you, thank you, thank you.
So, since it's Earth Day, which was founded in 1970, okay?
Was it 70?
Yeah, 1970.
I thought it was after that.
No, 1970. Actually, believe it or not, I believe a spokesperson or somebody from Wisconsin actually decided to do this to raise awareness about the environment. So, Happy Earth Day out there to everybody. Jared,
Maybe it just didn't catch on until later because I remember it not being a thing until well past a certain day.
Yeah, well, yeah, I got you. But Earth Day nonetheless, and if you're celebrating Earth Day today, please enjoy it because you only get one Earth Day a year. So
you only get one Earth.
Yeah, well, that is true. I mean, if there was no, we could be kind of fucked if there was no planet, obviously, for us to, live on, like this giant rock that's just floating in space.
We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this giant rock floating in space.
Dude, it is pretty crazy when you think about it. It's a giant rock.
I mean, we may be here in a different form of life, but we wouldn't know it as we know it right now.
That's true, too, but just the idea that we're just on a giant rock floating in space. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's kind of
It's a giant spaceship, a giant rock spaceship. And we're
dude,
just a bunch of monkeys running around thinking we're better than everybody, than the next person. And, oh, I'm rich and I'm poor and I have all these problems. And
I don't know, man. We are the experiment. We probably
Oh, no, 100%. This is somebody fucking fucked up.
Dude, there's aliens that control the government, and the government is controlling us, and that is how it works. And if you do not agree with it, that is okay. But that is actually at least a known fact, at least to me. So aliens rule the world and control the government across the planet.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Look at the world now. It's kind of suspect. And the only thing suspicious enough is aliens. So we're gonna chalk it up to that. Extraterrestrial beings, as the intelligent people like to say.
You ever actually thought about and broke that word down?
Extraterrestrial?
Yeah.
Maybe, but recently, no. And since you brought it up, probably not. But I wouldn't be surprised if I was watching like Aliens or Independence Day or something with some unknown life form in it and kind of thought about it to a degree. But
yeah, I mean, all it means is not of, well, I forgot where it comes from, but the name of Earth, because if you watch enough space sci-fi stuff, like you'll hear them say Terran or Terra. Is it Terra? I think it's just Terran. But anyway, the Earth is called Terran or Terra, one of the two. Somebody can look it up. Epic, you're in here, so. But anyway, that's where extraterrestrial comes from. It's not of Terra.
like terrain almost.
Yeah, but terrain just means land, but that's what Earth is. Like, as far as the solar system, if we didn't call it Earth, it would be called Terra instead of like Saturn or Uranus or Neptune or something like that.
Earth. What does Earth really mean? I don't even think I've ever looked up the definition of Earth.
I don't know. It's probably some other shit.
Yeah, here. While Jared pulls up the definition of Earth, even though we're grown men who should probably know this.
I think it comes from something.
Let's see.
Well, that's not the noun. That's the verb. Oh, that is a noun. That's just dirt.
Okay, let's see. We've got.
I'm trying to switch at the same time.
Oh, they're I can see the gravel that they're holding, the dirt, the mulch, the The Earth. Let's see.
The sphere of mortal life as distinguished from spheres of spirit earth or spirit life.
That's actually kind of an intriguing definition behind that. I don't think.
Yeah. Okay. That's I knew it had something to do. Oh, you know what? I think it is Earth is life or whatever, or some shit like that.
That's crazy. It's like when you're in like middle school, or not middle school, excuse me, elementary school, and
See, I told you, Terra.
So we're living on Terra.
Land or I can't read that.
What is that?
I can't read it from here.
I can't read it either. It's
land or territory in science fiction, the planet Earth.
Okay. In science fiction, the planet Earth.
Yeah.
Find that odd that the name comes from science fiction. Very, very.
Well, they use it just like, oh, what planet are you from? I'm from Terra.
Yeah.
Instead of saying Earth, because nobody knows. And well, actually, what's technically, because like if you watch enough science fiction, some of them will be like if they go to a particular solar system, the solar system usually is named after the star.
Okay.
And then I think and NASA does it this way too, but they name them like fucking numbers because there's so many that they have to keep track of. But it's usually named after the star. So I guess, no, that does make sense. Because, I don't know, maybe it doesn't. But anyway, like a day on Mars is called one sol.
Okay.
Instead of one day, like here, because their days are longer than Earth, I think.
All right.
But then if you think about it, the sun, I don't know, I'm just trying to remember. Anyway, so whatever the name of the star is in the middle of the solar system in a far off solar system.
Okay.
Each planet will be named whatever that star's name is, A or B.
Okay.
Or 1 or 2. That way you know which one it is from that particular star.
I got you.
The star gives you the solar system, and then the number of that gives you what planet or what body of whatever is outside of that.
That's pretty, dude. There's so much unexplored space out there too.
Oh yeah,
and I know,
right.
and I know we've obviously talked about this on the show before, but it really is kind of crazy. We don't know what else is out there, man. Like, dude,
Well,
there could be like a mirroring.
It's just too big.
A mirroring planet like Earth, but like where we have like, it's like the multiverse, like different timelines and different.
That is a theory. That is an actual scientific theory that there are multiple universes, and there could be one universe where you're exactly who you are, but there might be something slightly different. Like shit, in that universe, you might be fucking the Bill Gates of your universe.
That would be awesome, dude. Well, I'm just saying money wise. Oh man, I don't know. I don't even know what I would do with so much money. How much?
I was just using that as an example, not as a
I'm
thing
just saying.
to strive for.
I mean, hey man, we all got to make a little bit of cheddar.
You could also be fucking in a wheelchair in another universe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't want to be in that one.
Of course, you don't want to be.
I don't think anybody does. Like, I mean, it's like if you had to pick. I mean, I'm sure everybody would pick the same shit if you really think about it. If it's like if you could pick your life kind of thing, it's like, oh, I want to have all the women in the world with all the money and car. You know, just I hate to sound so one-dimensional about it, but it's like, you know,
shallow.
the thing shallow. Yeah. Not that I want those things. I would take the money. The women, they're a headache sometimes. And then cars, maybe something nice.
Well, let's put it this way: if you have enough money, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they will come.
You can dispose of them like
just
they're meant to be disposed.
No. Oh my God!
I'm joking.
Let us all calm down. Please do not cancel us on Earth Day. That is not the day that we want to be canceled on, or ever. Now that I think about it. Because why would you want to do that? Cancel somebody. It just blows. That still blows my mind. People just canceling shit just because they don't like something. It's like, oh, you shouldn't go to your job because I have a different opinion.
Oh, that actually, that's interesting. You bring that up. We had the Shoot Your Shot open mic comedy night on Thursday, and somebody said something, and a particular person that we know, I heard her say, it was like, "Oh, you gonna get canceled?" And I'm like, "This is a comedy show. Why canceled from what?"
Yeah, shut up. Like, quit taking the fun out of our shit.
Exactly.
The wind out of our sails.
Like, just have a good time. Stop trying to make. Why does everybody have to make everything so like social justice warrior-y?
Yeah.
Like, you're not a fucking warrior, motherfucker. If shit hit the fan, you definitely wouldn't be a fucking warrior.
You know, kind of like that.
You fucking running scared, looking for motherfuckers who who would normally get canceled in a world that isn't like that. Then you know what I'm saying?
Bunch of hypocrites they are. Hypocrites, I say. They out here screaming about this, and then they're whining about that, and then when they need you, what do? They come find you. That's what they do. Sorry.
Exactly. The life of a man. Disposable when not needed, needed when not disposable.
Dude, that is the perfect way to just kind of like encapsulate what it's like to be a man. That is 100% correct. That is...
I know, because I've lived it for this long.
Well, I mean, hey, you know, if you live long enough to see another Earth Day, happy Earth Day to everybody out there. Okay? So, I want to talk about something in particular. And it's funny, you're wearing that wonderful Washington T-shirt that we got at our opening day.
Opening day, yes.
Opening. No. So earlier this week, a friend of ours, who we actually attended the game with on opening day, messaged me early in the morning before I went to work and said, "Hey, RJ, I'm going to the Nats game today. Can I please wear your jersey?"
How about buy your own fucking jersey?
That was the first thought that came to mind. However, I had just woken up, and so-and-so has always been super nice to me, so it's like, sure, no problem. I will drop it off to you en route to my place of employment. So I bring said person my jersey. I said, "Hey, take care of it. You know, this, and that." And then she said, "Hey, it's probably good luck." And I was like, "Of course, it's mine." And I'm like, ha, ha, ha.
Except for that time we went to opening day and we lost very badly.
Yeah, that, so anyway, well, she was there too, just saying. So anyway, I'm at work. It's a little after 7 o'clock, and the game's already going, and my phone vibrates. And, you know, I have notifications and shit going off. So I turn around.
That's usually how phones work, but yeah, go ahead.
It is. That is how technology works, folks. It vibrates aggressively. So lo and behold, I open up my phone to a wonderful photo of our friend standing next to the Great Eight, Alex Ovechkin, at Nats Park, which I was like, oh my God, that's fucking awesome. And then I'm thinking, oh my God, you're wearing my jersey.
And how come nobody fucking told me that Ovi was going to be there?
That's
what I would have thought.
I'm just saying.
I was upset. I was like, but then apparently Tom Wilson was there the next night.
It's always the days we're never there, Jared.
Hey, sir, I saw them after they won the championship when he was doing the fucking water flop in the fountain. So I'm good.
Kudos to you, sir.
And I got a video of Tom Wilson coming from the bathroom singing "We Are the Champions." So.
Dude, that is so American. I love that. There's nothing more American than your town's team.
This guy.
I'm just telling you.
It's Earth Day, Al. It's Earth Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is Earth Day.
No, he said something else.
Nah. Oh, just calm down. I don't know what he's talking about.
Appreciate it.
So, what I was going to say is, so I'm like, oh my God. I'm thinking, then in my head, I'm like, no, I don't want to be that guy. And I was like, yo, see if he'll sign it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, it did not get signed because he was with his kid, and I understand that. That's fine. Yeah. I don't want to heckle the guy's awesome. So I'm thinking, damn, you're having a great night. And I was like, it's because of my jersey. And then I'm just thinking, wow, that's pretty cool. I wear this jersey, nothing happens. You wear it, celebrity status, immediately.
Or it could just be a coincidence.
I don't think it is, because later that evening, I open up my phone after I get home, and I'm sitting Indian style in my chair, waiting for my good friend from Canada, Al Peppers. Shout out to Al. And I look down at my phone, and lo and behold, our friend is there again, holding a foul ball that she caught at the game. So not only did she meet DC's probably greatest athlete in a long time, arguably.
Could be forever.
Arguably, and I'm okay with that.
Let's put it this way. If he catches Gretzky, he is definitely of all time in of DC sports.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt in my mind.
Yep.
So not only did she meet the great eight, she also caught a foul ball, which is something me and you have yet to do.
Well,
all while wearing my jersey. And I'll tell you, she was like, "Thank you so much, RJ." And I was just like, "Yeah, you're welcome." And I'm just sitting there like, "What the fuck?" Like I don't even want to wash it.
hold on. This guy wants to call. Keep going.
Okay, so Jared's getting a phone call, probably because it's Earth Day. So, he's losing his headset.
What up?
So while Jared is doing that, I'm going to entertain you guys
Hold on 1 second.
with the sipping sound.
You know where we're going right now, right?
No, Jared's on the phone with.
All right, hold on. How far are you?
Hold on, Jared is on the phone. I'm trying to decipher it.
Keep going.
No, well, it's hard. You're talking. I don't want to talk over. It's like a whole little thing. So, folks. Anyway, if you let your friend borrow your jersey, they're probably gonna meet somebody famous and do something that you've never ever done, like catch a foul ball. So, shout out to that young lady. And I don't know where my jersey is, but I need it back really bad. I feel like I'm gonna frame it and just hang it up. Ovi was here. Foul ball. Awesomeness. Just complete awesomeness. I love it to death. Absolutely stunning. Excuse me. And while Jared is over there tinkering with his telephono, what I would like to quickly point out is that if you catch me live on Twitch during my streams, Forever Dope. Wait, what is it? I'm Forever Dope. I don't even know what my Twitch handle is. Oh my God. Forever Dope 2388. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Just come find me. You will come find me and you will check out the awesomeness that is the Resident Evil 4 remake. And if you have been kind of following me for the last week or so, you'll know that I have recently completed my first run. Okay. My first run. Got all my collectibles. Took me about 11 hours to do my first run. Now I'm doing my professional run, which is you don't get any autosaves. Enemies are a little more, I guess, substantial in terms of damage output. And it's just a little harder. That's what she said. But anyway, I am halfway through with the magnificent hand cannon that I unlocked with infinite ammo, and I'm just blowing everything away a majority of the time. And then sometimes the little flying bugs, oh my God, they're annoying. My hand cannon is awful, and I miss awfully. Just terrible aim. Just looks like I don't know what I'm doing.
Epic put it in the chat. So it's forever_dope.
Thank you. Thank you for people that do watch my stream. Forever_dope. Check me out on Twitch. I have been doing the Resident Evil 4 remake playthrough, doing some speed runs, doing our first speed run on professional mode, trying to beat it in under 7 hours to obtain the A rank to unlock the Chicago Sweeper. Very excited to unlock the Chicago Sweeper. It's an old Tommy gun that I can also get infinite ammo for. Hooray! And then I can get a rocket launcher and all sorts of cool shit. So please check that out. I'll be doing that little later on tonight, I think. If not tomorrow, definitely. Just saying and just putting that out there. Having a really good time with it. A lot of fun.
What's the gun called, RJ?
The Chicago Sweeper. I know, Al. I'm not saying it again. When I told him the other night, I said it like 5 times. And I just end up saying it. But
he must be asking for a reason.
No, he just...
Sure it's not a Tommy gun?
It is a Tommy gun, but it's called a Chicago Sweeper.
No, it's not.
That's the name of the gun in the game.
Called a Thompson.
It is the Chicago Sweeper. I understand what the technical term for it is.
And I refuse to let video games continue to make up names for fucking
It
real
takes
shit.
place in like some abandoned town full of people filled with a plague. It's not real. So the Chicago Sweeper... Oh, all right, we're looking up the Thompson
submachine gun. I'm not going to put that on the picture.
Because it promotes violence.
Yeah, but it's called the Thompson submachine gun.
The Chicago Sweeper. I'm looking forward to it. And that's
some bullshit name because that's perpetuating the violence in itself. Because that's only called Chicago Sweeper because that's where Al Capone and them were at.
Yeah, I know.
And they used to use Tommy guns. The motherfuckers are fucking vicious, boy.
Dude, what, the Tommy guns?
Oh,
yeah, they're pretty fucking...
What caliber are they?
That shit is pretty badass, though, dude. Get like a huge drum on it. Just like, give me your money, say? And then just... Like you're robbing a bank.
Oh, 45. Just fucking rapid fire 45 coming at your face.
I believe those are the guns they killed Sonny Corleone with in The Godfather, if I'm not mistaken.
I know. I was speaking in general. Epic. He went all political on me.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was
fair.
like, it does not promote violence. Mental illness promotes violence.
Well, it does.
It was more of a joke than anything.
But looking forward to getting that, and then unlocking my my achievements. I'm very excited, having a lot of fun with the Resident Evil 4 remake. Please check it out live on my Twitch. Just in the next, starting, just currently next couple days, I'll be doing a couple speed runs on different difficulties, using different weapons just to see what works the best to give me the best overall time. Because you know what the world record right now is for professional is like an hour and like 50 minutes.
Real quick, make sure your mom. Well, he's gonna text me, but just let her know that he's gonna be
okay,
or come into the door again.
Yeah, so
that way you don't have to go upstairs and blah 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 blah.
Okay,
you know the deal. I'm working on my drunk and smoking a Maker's Mark cigar. What? They got Maker's Mark cigars? What is it? Dipped in Maker's Mark?
Does it taste good? I don't know.
I mean, it has to. He wouldn't smoke bullshit.
That's true. He wouldn't smoke bullshit. He gave us Kesslers, and our lives have changed forever.
No, it's not about the Kesslers. I'm talking about cigars. I'm not smoking a Kessler's dip cigar. Or no, I don't think that would taste very well. That would taste like a Black and Mild.
That would just. I feel like the moment I inhaled it, I would shit my pants, dude.
Just like Black and Milds.
I don't know. I never had that issue with blacks.
When you first started smoking them, you probably did.
And they give you the BG, sitting there like
the BG, because it was kind of like coffee in a way.
Yeah, it stimulates you.
Yeah, it made my stomach
get you going.
Yeah.
Oh,
bruh.
Sorry.
Oh, there he is. What the fuck? You was here the whole time?
How'd you get in my house? Is my mom here? Oh, okay.
What do you mean this guy? What you didn't, bruh?
Oh man, hold on.
Why is he blaming it on me?
Oh, whoa! We got a guest.
Why he talking about this guy?
My goodness.
Last thing I heard, get set while I'm talking. Last I heard, that all you said was you were gonna come through on Saturday when I saw you Thursday, and then now it's my fault that you weren't on time.
Nobody said that.
Oh, I thought you said this guy, like, because usually when I say this guy,
he was just farting over here. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. See how I took that to heart.
Gentleman's mic turned on?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Lawless, what's up, man? Hello.
What up?
Welcome back to the show, man. Welcome.
Take the chat down real quick.
Let's take it just so we can see this handsome gentleman. First, before I go anywhere, I literally, he had mentioned you might be coming over.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You didn't graduate yet, did you, or did you?
Not officially.
Not officially, but congratulations, man. That's super, super awesome.
Thank you.
Cheers to that. I don't have a glass down here for you. That stinks. You can just drink it out of the bottle like a real American.
You sure there's no other? Oh yeah, usually. Oh yeah, he finally cleaned up down here.
Yeah, I finally actually did. I finally decided to tidy up my bed.
I don't got no.
Nah,
Not even the shot glasses are down here anymore. See, this is a lot different than normally. It's fucking shit all over the place.
I'm just glad that he's being hygienic.
For once.
I mean, being clean is important. That's how people talk to you.
I had to put a lot of work into this guy.
Yeah, he's been building me brick by brick. I mean, you can take a shot out of one of these.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about those.
And we can just mix a little bit of Coke in that motherfucker with it. And you can just, like, sip on it like that.
Or you can just take it to the head.
All right, so, yeah, take it to the head. Don't be no bitch.
I think that one is clean. The other two are not.
Yeah, so we got that.
Is it a drinking whiskey or is it a...
that one you can drink. Like
yeah, this is some good shit. This is from our good buddy John in Wisconsin. Here,
who's online right now?
Let's pour that up. I might have put way too much in there.
That's
I don't know.
Graduated cylinders, man.
It's actually not a graduated cylinder.
Well, we have beakers too, but I don't know.
Graduated cylinder. And now I wanted to get those too, to just have on the thing, but that's the tall ones with the lines on it.
Yeah,
the tall ones with the lines on there,
with the measuring lines.
I got you.
I don't know why they call it. I guess graduated because it's like taller than the other ones.
It is gradually.
Because then the beaker is the small ones like we have. that we should have down here on a regular basis, and then the test tubes, which are never on camera.
Never on camera. Why would we want that to promote a science
Too far
podcast
anyway.
on a sciencey podcasty thing kind of stuff? All right.
It's all the
You get
above.
the chemistry of it,
Kessler's is not a sipping whiskey, is what he said.
Well,
Epic said that.
I mean, he would know. I mean, he drinks it by the
You
bottle.
can take a half and then drop the other half.
Yeah, there you go. Or if you want to, just pour it in there. It's fine. Whoa, we're going to get through it together. So, first and foremost, welcome back to the show. And what I was actually going to talk about with Jared is that last Sunday, my sister woke me up super fucking early for no reason in particular. And, well, I knew why she woke me up. I was at the movies at like noon, like half asleep, half dead from the night before.
No, motherfucker, you were out of the movie by noon because I saw it when you posted that fucking thing. It was like, oh, Mario Brothers was a great movie.
Dude,
And
it
then
was
it was
super-
12 o'clock then.
Dude, I'm telling you, she woke me up at like the crack of dawn, bro. I was like, what's happening?
She must have been excited to see Mario.
Dude, it was a fucking awesome movie, dude.
Is that that's her thing?
Yeah, well, dude.
She
first
is a
of all,
Nintendo head, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, who isn't a fan of Mario? I mean, even if you're not an old... I'm talking just a fan in general. It doesn't have to be current or anything. I mean, we all know who Super Mario is and all this. And with all these video game adaptations, especially with The Last of Us, the most recent, this movie was fucking awesome. From its pure fan service, and it's incredible. And I highly encourage both of you to see it. I really do.
Oh, wait, I'm not paying for that.
I did. I paid $12 for an adult ticket, like a fat man.
You paid $12 too much.
And then do you know what else I did, Jared? I bought a Michelob Ultra, which I've determined is
Ew.
that's the only beer they had there. And do you know what? I said the same thing.
What the fuck kind of place is this that only have Michelob Ultra?
It was just the Kingstown movie theater.
That's just because you went too early. That's why.
Well, I was just like, hey, what do you guys? Well, duh. I'm still half asleep, and I'm like, I need a beer. And I had a Michelob Ultra.
At fucking 7 o'clock in the morning.
Dude, I just needed to level out. I'm
Hair of
telling
the
you.
dog, right?
Yeah, I'm telling you. I just had to level out. I drank it, and I was good to go the rest of the day. But it was fucking disgusting, dude. Michelob Ultra is a nasty beer.
It tastes like fucking water.
Dude, it's like...
Which you
Go-
should have been drinking. You should have just been drinking regular water.
you know...
Same taste.
Touche.
Good benefits.
Yeah, you know, he's not wrong. I mean...
Of course he's not. That's why he said it.
But I paid like $11 for this beer. So
Let me get this straight. You paid $12
for a ticket.
for a ticket,
Mm-hmm.
and then $11 for shit beer,
Mm-hmm.
and you still came out there with. I got to see this movie. This must have been the fucking most epic movie of all time.
It was so cool, man.
$24 for Mario is not in my wheelhouse, sir. I'm not doing it.
Your wheelhouse. I like how you put that. Not in Jared's wheelhouse, folks. No, but it had so many little references to all the games, and it was just like the visual, you know, the animation was
You know
dope.
what I saw for free this week?
Boobs.
Ant-Man Quantumania.
Ant-Man Quantumania.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like it?
I thought it was pretty good. I didn't see anything that makes it stand out from any of the other Marvel movies.
Okay.
I mean, it's just storyline, heroes, enemy, beat the enemy, heroes win, and go about their day
And
until
new
they do
enemy-
it. Until they do it again. The next
Yeah,
time.
the new enemy lurks in the background, setting up the sequel to said movie that you
Kind
saw.
of. It's just with Kang. Kang is around. He's gonna be around for a while.
Oh, that's cool.
Probably the next 5 years, because when they announced the movies, which I think 2025, Kang Dynasty is one of the Avengers movies.
Oh, damn! Is that still 2 years away though?
Yeah, at least.
Oh man, that
and
seems.
then the other one,
It's
Secret War.
Dude, damn.
Secret Wars is also Kang.
Damn, I'm gonna be damn near 40 by the time this shit comes out. I'm just saying, it just kind of blows my mind.
How dare you?
It's not a bad thing, sir. It's not a bad thing. I mean, we only celebrate Earth Day once a year, so I'm just saying. It's Earth Day. Yeah, come on, man. You guys, I'm so glad that happened today. I was like, man, how should I do this? And I was just like, perfect.
It's always been that way.
I don't know.
Somebody else is celebrating Earth Day. A friend of ours' daughter turns 4 today, also.
Oh,
Which is crazy because she has the same birthday as me, and I'm exactly 40 years older than her.
Hello there. I remember when you were in your dad's ball sack.
Okay, that's
Just-
going too far.
It might be. It might be. Just a little bit, but
Because if you
still.
know who
It's a-
I'm
it's a
talking
child.
about,
It's a
yeah,
child,
yeah,
man. It's-
exactly.
Oh, is it gonna be weird?
It's weird. Yeah, it's super weird, especially when you know who I'm talking about.
Okay, let me just take it back. I take it back, all of it, folks. All 178
like
episodes.
A
I
general
just
rule of thumb, just like, oh, if I'm gonna do a creepy uncle impression,
yeah.
maybe I should.
Maybe I shouldn't talk about balls. And,
Yeah. No. Balls are not funny, folks. There's nothing funny about balls.
Oh, balls are funny, just not in those contexts.
This is true. I mean, are we all like really just big children? I mean, do you still laugh at fart jokes?
Farts don't really do it. It depends, because my thing for me, I don't want to say germophobic, but I get very like cringy at certain things. Like when people sneeze, and it might be because after COVID, but people sneeze, and then I look over and they haven't covered their mouth, so that means all that shit is floating in the air, and then fucking.
And you can see it like ah.
No,
you know,
I literally can see like the not literally, but like
Just like a commercial.
yeah, I can see the fucking shit just filling up the room like fucking tear gas or something.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck? That's crazy, bro.
And then farts, like if I can't smell it, yeah, it'll be funny.
Yeah.
So you have to be like on the other side of the TV screen or some shit.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll laugh, but fart jokes don't really do it for me.
Yeah, potty humor is a little outplayed, except for I don't know.
Just don't fart in the car. You know, when you got the windows rolled up, you gotta warn people.
No,
Oh,
Warn
yeah,
people,
yeah.
You know?
nah, no, that's like
Or at least you don't have to warn them. Just like hit the fucking button. Hopefully they don't have the
Yeah.
child locks on. Just like
yeah.
they'll know why you put the window down.
Yeah,
and they
dude.
should appreciate it.
No.
They may not appreciate it because you're farting in their car, but hey,
Let me ask you this. This brings up a good topic. Is there an inappropriate place to fart?
bro, there's plenty of. We just named one.
Oh yeah, I know, but I'm just saying if you really think about it, I mean, it's your body trying to expel toxic gas for the.
All right, but if you're at a formal event, would you not just go to the restroom instead and somewhere, more
Well, see,
private?
RJ doesn't go to many formal events, so
I'm not very
Probably
formal
not.
to begin with.
yeah, I don't think you know what
I'm
formal
not
means.
allowed back at that place.
What place?
You know that place. No, I'm just teasing. No, I just
Have you ever worn a suit?
Yeah, like twice,
Jesus,
maybe 3 times. I've worn a suit. It's been a long time.
3 times in your whole life?
Probably
was
more
one
than
of them Easter?
possibly. Actually, is yeah, I would say yes.
Was it a little white suit?
No, it's not a little white
With the-
suit
with
because
the-
I'm a little
with
white
the crunchy,
boy.
The crunchy, what do they call those?
What the
things?
fucking? No, I'm not wearing the Beethoven, the box shit.
Yeah,
dude.
what is that called? I know this is the cummerbund.
The Cummerbund?
No, bro. Oh my god, bro! You've
know
never
the
worn a
cummer-
tuxedo either.
No, I don't think I have.
Okay, tuxedos. You can get these things called cummerbunds. They go around. I don't know why it's funny. This is,
I
this is
know.
men's fashion.
I understand it's fashion.
You are the biggest child here.
Cummerbund, dude. That should be the name of the fucking podcast.
It
bro.
might be because the fact that I have to teach you what a cummerbund is. Fucking
Okay.
Do you know what a bow tie is?
Yes, I'm very aware.
Have
of
you
that.
ever worn a bow tie?
I don't know if I've worn a. No, I don't think I've actually ever worn a bow tie. Worn a tie, an actual tie.
Which knot did you use?
I can't remember. Somebody had to help me.
Yeah, exactly. You did. It was
I can-
probably a clip-on, wasn't it?
No, I had a clip on when I was a
Do
kid.
you know how to tie a tie?
I do and I don't.
He doesn't.
I do.
He just said somebody had to help him.
Yeah, dude, it was a long time ago. I was young.
Exactly,
And
that's
I
our
was
point.
inexperienced.
Okay, and you're a grown-ass man. You shouldn't be inexperienced still.
Look, dude, I was covered in flour for like a third of my life. Okay, ties and suits don't fit.
No
in that.
excuse. See, look, even Epic. Bow ties are cool. This man, his beard is
Yes,
probably going to
yes.
cover up the bow tie. So nobody will ever see it.
Yeah, dude.
But he still wears it.
You could part it, like a.
Yep. There's a bunch of shit. Like, you know what I just got hip to? And they do it a lot in England. The scarf that goes under the joint, like kind of, it's kind of like.
Like
I
an
forget-
ascot?
Yeah. I'm kind of digging those joints.
Is it like the Harry Potter like scarf thing?
No, it's an ascot.
An ascot.
Yeah. Oh my God, I got to look this up.
Yeah, please.
Fred from Scooby Doo.
Yeah. Oh, that shit. Okay, I got you. All right. If I see it, I'll know it. If I see it, ooh, the Ascot Limited. Ooh, let's check it out. See what we've got exclusive
that's what she
offers.
said.
Images. Here we go. The good stuff.
What the fuck is this?
This is like a fucking building.
It's a hotel or some shit.
That's a hell of a hotel. It probably costs an arm and a leg, dude, to stay in a place like that.
Type in like Fred or something with it.
Let's see. Oh, there we go.
The algo's pretty smart.
That joint. And you should get one of those, I guess, what are those hats that the poets
I'm trying
wear?
to see a cool looking one. Actually, this one's not bad.
Yeah, that one's pretty dope.
Yeah, so it just goes like right under. It's just a added accessory. Now, do you rock an ascot with a pocket square or what? Or he just looks like that's more casual than anything.
Huh.
I mean, you can add a pocket square to like almost
I
anything.
think a pocket square goes regardless. You have to rock a pocket square no matter what.
Rock a pocket square.
It's like the little thing that just adds a little extra
it's
pop.
a little. Hey, I know what the fuck I'm doing. that type of shit.
I've been here before.
Or the dimple.
I've been here before, man.
Huh?
Like I've been here before.
Yeah, exactly. Like or like people like when you tie your tie, you do a Windsor, but you do a thick knot, and then you make sure there's a dimple in the middle.
I got you.
Like so, it's not just like I tied a tie and fucking yanked it to make it look good. But no, you put attention to detail into your whole shit.
All right. I can't wait till we get dressed up for something. What it is, I don't know, but I'm excited.
Your ass ain't never getting dressed up.
Dude, I have a hard enough time putting on my pants every day.
What if we won like a Webby and we had to go to fucking the award show?
Dude, I
with
would
his
come
polo shirt.
Dude, I would come in there so swagged out. Everybody'd be like, damn, I'm like Big Daddy Kane in that motherfucker, dude. I swear, dude. I'd come
Big
in with
Daddy
like,
Kane wears suits too, motherfucker.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I'd get me a fucking hat, a cane, dude. You know, some more jewels. Yeah, I'm walking that motherfucker fresh. Don't worry. If the occasion calls for it, I'll do
He
it.
said, I am always hip hop.
I am, 100%. And then maybe I'd get like an eye patch like Slick Rick or something. Just do something
Okay,
outlandish.
no, Slick Rick wears the eye patch because he needs to wear an eye patch.
I'm
Don't
just
just
saying.
wear it because you fucking want to wear an eye patch.
Dude, I'm going to do
fuck?
it. I'm blind, or whatever the case may be.
Motherfucker be walking into walls and shit.
Dude, so I remember one time when I was in middle school. Obviously, it was early in the year. I'm gonna sound so terrible when I say this. I'm making friends, new friends and things of that nature.
I don't understand how that makes you feel.
I don't know, just the way. Well, anyway, so I remember we were out in the trailers. This is because we had the trailers at Hayfield, and I remember I left.
You went to school on a trailer?
Oh yeah, huh?
You fucking country motherfucker.
I drive my truck and I poop in my ad hat. So, what I was gonna say was, I remember I was walking back to the building, right, and I was kind of looking down at my shoes and just kind of moseying along. And man, dude, I walked right into a street sign, dude. Like literally, because I was just like kind of looking. I wasn't paying attention, and I was just like went boom, like just head donked
So
right
you
off.
want to walk around with a cane and an eye patch on?
I do because
You're
I
gonna
feel.
hit everything. You're gonna try to make a left turn, depending on which side you're on. You're gonna try to make a turn. You're gonna hit the corner of the turn.
I think I'll figure it out.
I don't think.
But
you will.
regardless, some of the older kids saw me run into the post, and they were kind of laughing, and I was like kind of embarrassed. And that's when I realized I was going to change the world, one podcast at a time. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Big Rich, everybody.
Big Rich, baby. We're getting close to summertime. Big R might come out.
Where is that hat anyway?
It's in my car, believe it or not.
It's not still in the fucking window, is it?
No, it's not in the car. I'm sorry, man. It's on my.
Swallow your drink.
I'm sorry. That's just what I do. No, it's actually back on my wall in my room.
Okay.
You know what hat is in my car? The one from New Year's Eve when we were in a basement and everybody was just two sheets to the wind.
Epic was right. He said, you'll just come out wearing some stuff from the 90s.
I mean, that's okay, I guess.
No, it's not.
Trust me.
Now, if you're going to a formal event, you're not wearing shit from the 90s.
I'm not going to do that. I would never do that to you or myself.
Don't do it to me. If we make it that far, that means you have a fan base too. And if you want to let your fan base see you as well, they'll probably like you because that's them.
He's endearing.
Yeah.
I like that. That sounds like I'm special. It's endearing.
Oh,
It's
you're
like,
special.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the Roast of Richard. Happens every Saturday live at 6 p.m. ish on Twitch. You know,
It doesn't. It's not the roast of you. You roast yourself. There.
I do it to myself on purpose.
There he is over there, Joe Bidening. I don't get it.
You mean the guy that forgets to say everything?
Oh.
I don't know, man. Just saying. So, Mr. Lawless, what's been going on with you, buddy?
Man, it's really just been school.
Yeah?
It's been so much school.
I bet you it feels great not to be doing school right now.
It does.
Dude, I'm sure your
It
brain
does.
is like, dude, that's
Looking
such a
forward
good feeling.
to the fight. Like,
Oh shit.
this is my day off, you know? And I'm just enjoying
Now,
it.
okay,
every
so
moment of it.
so what happens now? That's what I want to know. Pull that up a little closer to your face.
All right. So the bar is the next hurdle.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna go to the bar too. So
Yeah.
I mean, but
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you meant
Yeah, that's you see.
All
Comedy podcast.
nobody, not everybody knows. So you might have to explain.
Yeah. So to be a practicing lawyer, you have to take the bar exam for your state. If you pass that, then you're allowed to actually practice law. You know, like be in the courtroom or advise. Like it's
heard
that stuff. You
I
know?
heard that was the hardest part of the whole thing.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
The
So-
bar
so-
exam. How?
So like 3 years of school is like I'm just reading a bunch of shit. You probably had to do a lot of writing too, huh?
Yeah, see, and it's crazy because they're like, hey, everything you learned so far, forget it. Just do what your bar people were going to tell you to do. Like,
Yeah.
learn it that way and just get your system down. Like, you don't
So-
have to memorize it the way you're doing school.
So what is this?
So wait. So, quick question. So that means that the law school system is kind of antiquated in a way, then, because the laws change so much state to state. Like, wouldn't they just give you the
law
basis?
School is like you're teaching people how to think like lawyers, and
Gotcha.
and the bar is like, but do you have all that you need to be competent
And to apply it, yeah.
Because one of the rules, like for the ethics, you have to be competent. So that's really like just getting the baseline. Like everybody has to be at this level, and then you go and specialize, and then you can stick to an area if you want.
That's pretty dope, man. So this bar exam, is it like a day thing, or is it over the course of several days? Just because it's like the final
It's
stretch
2
before.
days.
It's 2 days.
Yeah,
It's
6 hours each.
6 hour, just a written test.
1 day is multiple choice, so it's like 200 questions, and the other day is all essays.
How high do you have to score? What is a passing score on this thing? I guess.
It varies from state to state.
Oh, really?
But
Oh,
well, I think if you Googled it, maybe like 75 to 80% of people pass this. So it's not like crazy, but it's tough. Like
it'll test your skills.
and it's not like just for if you pass it on the first time, because first time I think it's even lower. But like overall, like that amount of people who take it will pass. So
All
it
right.
could be more than once.
Now,
Hopefully that's not for me though.
yeah.
Quick question. Is it like CISSP is, I forgot what it stands for, but it's like the highest level for government, at least as far as security clearance. It's not clearances, but certifications. The first time you take that, like you have to have a certain amount of time in whatever field, and then you take the test. You have to have somebody sign off. I know it's not the same for the bar, but you pay, I think it's like $1,600, $1,500 for the first time you take the test. And if you fail it, you have to wait 3 months, and then you still got to pay that $1,600 again. And if you
That's
do it
crazy,
again,
yeah.
you got to wait 6 months.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it gets worse and worse every time. So like it's to encourage you to fucking
Yeah.
do it the first time. Is the bar like that, or does it get harder, or does it?
That's what I was
It's
going to
similar
ask.
to that. I don't know if there's a actual dedicated length of time, but I know like you take it, and if you fail, I mean, you might be able to come up to the next cycle, but you might be just studying at that time. I don't really know. But you would still have to like pay again, like they'll go through the whole like process. Well, not the whole process, but go
you
through
have to
a
pay
good
it again.
amount and pay.
All right, so there is some repercussion to not passing the first time. You don't know if there's just a date in terms of like if you unfortunately were to fail it, and it's like, oh, I can take it again next week, or no, I got to take it again in 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, it's not like a driving exam, which oddly enough should be
This is
a little. It should be a little more fucking harder to like. Oh, I could come back tomorrow and take it again. Like, no, motherfucker, come back when you know what the fuck you're doing. God damn.
I remember taking my permit test, man.
I failed it the very first time I took permit. The very first time I didn't pass for whatever reason. I know what happened. I didn't skip any because back then it was better if you skipped it because it was timed, and then if you got a certain amount right, then you passed. But I wasn't skipping it. I was just going through, and as soon as I got those whatever amount wrong, it was, all right, you're done. Instead of just passing the ones I didn't know, and then just doing the ones I knew.
Yeah.
And then then the shit cut off, and I'm like, the second time I took it, the shit cut off, and I'm like, oh, if I had done that the first time, I would have passed.
Yeah.
Because I just answered the questions that I knew, which is, again, still scary in itself.
Sometimes it's part strategy. I mean,
that
helps goes
Test-taking
into like,
skills.
I remember getting the little book from the DMV, learning the signs.
That was
and
fun.
Yeah, no, getting your permit was a big deal.
There ain't no book no more.
Yeah.
Is there a book still?
I don't know.
Well, we can all agree going to the DMV is like the worst place to go. Who likes going to the
fucking
DMV?
hate it.
Yeah, nobody does. And people that work there probably hate it too. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's why they act like they do.
They are very...
They're state employees. Right, government, I don't know.
It's a job.
I'm speaking in general terms, but most people who work for the government aren't the happiest, I would say.
Yeah, just saying.
In my experience of what I've seen of people who I've pretty much my whole life been around, who worked in the government, they weren't that happy with what they were doing. But they did it because it was a job and it paid bills.
I passed mine on my second try too, and luckily enough, and you know what the crazy thing, at least for me, is that we were, me and my buddies were driving, obviously without our permits beforehand, but they were driving way before me, right? And not all the time. I'm just through the neighborhood kind of thing.
Luckily, you took the route you took because you couldn't make it into anything like that required something.
Dude, I
all
don't
the
know.
shit you did,
here, let me tell you.
Driving illegally.
Dude, I can't believe some of the shit I've done in my life. And they're like, oh, and then I sit there and they're like, what's wrong? I was like, oh, my life is boring. And then I tell a story and they're like, dude, that's so illegal. And I'm like, is it? I was like, no, it's not. And then it's like, oh, shit, it is.
And the fact that you didn't know it was illegal.
No, I knew it was illegal, but we just did it anyway.
No, sir, that is the ultimate in white privilege.
This is the way.
This is the way indeed. Oh, my God. We are not promoting racial stereotypes here on this podcast.
That was not a racial stereotype. That was a fact.
No, it's not.
Motherfucker, I knew driving underage was illegal. I would not have done it.
I knew too, but I was there, you know.
But why'd you do it then?
I don't know. I was with my buddies, and they're like, quit being a bitch. And I was like, I ain't no bitch. And I just started driving my car. And so here, let me give you.
The peer pressure. Is
Yeah,
real with
dude.
this one.
I was just
Yeah,
saying.
no shit.
I was like, oh, I ain't no bitch. And I'm just like, yeah, I was like, ain't no bitch now. You know.
Oh, no, you was a bitch because you fucking gave in to the peer pressure.
It doesn't matter. We had a good time.
Look, it's harder not to give in to the peer pressure than it is to just say, fuck it, I'm going to do it. I ain't no bitch.
It's all right. Did it, learned how to drive. And I'll tell you one time, and I may have told this story before, but we were in somebody's car. We'll just say that. And we're driving around. There's 4 of us in this car. And we ended up going to Georgetown, right? I was probably, I think, a junior or senior in high school. And it's a random, I think it's like summertime or something like that. It's like time when we had off of school or some shit like that.
All right.
And we're driving around Georgetown illegally, okay? So, like, my buddy's got a permit, but that's it. Like, no license, no nothing. And we actually, believe it or not, we were talking about The Exorcist a couple weeks ago on the show. And that gas station where those famous steps are from that scene in the movie, at that building right there.
It's crazy. I was just watching something yesterday, and they had that in the film. Oh, it's that new movie on Apple, Ghosted, with Anna de Armas and what's the guy who played Captain America?
Not his name. I know his name. Don't tell me his name. His name is.
I mixed all them.
Yeah,
white dudes up.
Well, it's not Chris Pratt. It's not Chris Pratt.
That's Chris Pratt. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was thinking Chris Pratt, Chris Pine.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yes,
yeah,
please.
yeah.
Chris Evans.
Chris
Yeah,
Evans,
there we go. See,
I knew it was one of them fucking white pretty Chris's.
You such a pretty motherfucker.
Well, I knew it was one of them triple white. I don't know. Never mind.
So we're
Tris Leches.
Chris Lynch's. Chris's.
So he's fucking driving by, right? So it's going to be on my right-hand side. So we're driving past, and that gas station is right there. And, dude, there was like 5 cop cars there.
This was back in the day before they fixed it, because apparently in the movie the stairs look beautiful now. Not beautiful, but they're not cracked like it was back in the day.
And, well, that's good. Because
I'm just asking, was it that far back?
This was in 2000. I can't remember. I mean, it
So
was
it was
nighttime.
far. It was a while.
Yeah, it was a while ago. But anyway, we drive past the gas station, and then we all get annoyed as shit, right? Because we had just realized the guy driving this car didn't have the headlights on. And and it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. We're driving past a gas station, illegally driving, with no headlights on.
In a different fucking state, basically.
Yeah. And there's 5 cops just chilling at a gas station, probably getting, I don't want to say donuts, but
Well,
maybe,
It is fucking Georgetown. What night was this?
It was I'm almost positive we did this during the summertime. It could have been any night of the week, because during the summertime, we didn't do shit.
I was thinking maybe the weekend.
It was maybe closer to a weekend, if I had to guess, towards the end of the week. But
What else did you do that night? Or was that it?
Yeah.
that's when I was like, you know what, guys? I think it's time for us to turn around. And so he turned the headlights on as we were driving by, the cops. So it's not like we drove by him and it's like, oh, they can't see us, and then turn them on. As we're driving by, it's like, yo, the lights just boop. So if one of them just looked over and they're like, oh, what are these people doing, these young delinquents?
They would have known you were young delinquents, first of all. They shouldn't have known you were if it was a nighttime.
It was just, they were basically from here to like where my wall is. That's how close we were to these guys.
I mean, that's kind of... Was it... You were in the gas station?
No, I was in the car. We were driving by the gas station. But there's they're at the pumps. There's like so many cars.
They probably wasn't even looking.
Oh, but dude, I remember just being so fucking paranoid about it. And I was like, yo, we got to go back. And the guy was like, I agree.
Real quick, shout out to Epic on the $100 donation for Earth Day.
Oh, hey.
We will definitely celebrate Earth Day in the greatest way. Thank you.
Earth Day only comes once a year, folks. Make sure you take care of your planet, because if you don't take care of your planet will not take care of you. It's very important. Speaking of Earth and Green, I know 420 was just recent. And I understand that, I know you were talking about your show a little while ago, but it was a really good turnout for you this past Thursday?
I don't know. He was there. How do you think? How do you think it turned out? Better than before, or average?
No, there was one that was really good, but it had that like short black dude. I don't know, from like Maryland or something.
Lateef. You're talking about Lateef. Well, I don't know. For me,
African, I think.
Yeah. That was it's probably Lateef. For me, on my side, I thought the crowd was great. Even though we started out with a group of people, and then it kind of changed over throughout the time.
Yeah.
Which is cool, because you get to kind of interact with different types of people at the same time. But I opened, actually the last couple shows, I've fucking felt like I've been on fire, which is telling me I need to go other places, because that means I'm getting too comfortable or something. But I felt I was good, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that's good.
But I also think that the crowds are getting better. Not to shit on any crowds from before. It's just, I think they're starting to understand what it is happening. So I guess building the brand is taking a lot longer than I thought it would have taken, but I mean, it is what it is.
Rome wasn't built in a day, sir.
No, definitely not.
I don't know, just some of those little sayings you got to live by. Hang them on your wall. Have a reminder. Get yourself a calendar that's got that daily quote.
I'll just say this for all the comics. I was asking you from your point of view as far as just an audience member, but for all the comics, we had a blast that night. Like, even though we had a fucking fire alarm go off.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't know what was happening, but the fire alarm
That was
went off
weird.
in the middle. It's actually, I don't. It was actually perfect timing because the person who was up wasn't doing well.
Huh.
They don't tend to do well,
Blessing in disguise.
but they think they do well, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Has anybody told this person that?
I just don't think that person put any effort into their craft.
No,
I think
not at
they're
all.
just like,
No,
I'm sociable. So
yeah, they think they can
I
just
can
go
do
up
this.
there and
Hey, what's up, guys? Is it like
it's
that?
funny you did it like that.
No. Oh, I think I already know who this person is. Nah, I already think I know
Yeah,
who
don't-
this is.
don't say it,
All right,
don't say it.
I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet.
I don't think he watches this, so I'm
Yuck. Sorry.
either. I mean, again, if he puts work in, I think you're right. I think it would work. But the alarm went off, and he just couldn't handle it. And I'm sitting there like, bro, just keep going. And so then, while it was still going on, I ended up calling the next comic up, and he still went. He hasn't been up in 6 months, and he went up there, did a couple new things, kind of little bit of crowd work, and then something happened, and it was kind of a part of like while the alarm was going off.
Yeah.
And he just went with it. He used the alarm as a part of the joke. And
Yeah.
it was like, okay, see, that's how you do it. You don't fucking say, oh, I'm taking my ball and I'm going home type shit, which somebody did. The show got to go on. And then after a while, the alarm went off and we just continued the show. It wasn't even that much of a big deal, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was kind of annoying because when I was trying to bring up the next person, it would go off, and I'm like, oh my god, like I'm trying to adjust myself, but I'm still like, fuck it, we're going. You know what I'm saying?
Put it this way. I think fire alarms would sound a lot better if they sounded like the van from Ghostbusters. The sirens. If they
No,
sounded
that
like,
would be way too annoying. This one wasn't bad, but it was just the timing of it. Like it throws, especially if you're trying to tell jokes that require timing.
Yeah.
It was throwing the timing off of
I got you.
the whole thing.
I guess the Ghostbusters siren would be kind of annoying.
But that dude was good at like working that crowd too. Like those the suits, they were, I don't know, just like talking through all the sets.
Yeah.
But he was able to like engage them just to get them to be less annoying for the rest of us. I
All
thought
right.
that
Wait,
pretty nice.
who was that?
Black dude, yellow hoodie.
Oh yeah, that was the one that kind of went with it. That was Will. Oh yeah, you're talking about during the fire alarm. He was trying to keep people. It's hard, man. Like
Yeah.
because once you lose the crowd, it's hard to pull them back in.
Of course.
Because people will start talking and like if you go out there and you just feel like you're just not on your game, or I don't want to say that, but you didn't prepare like you should have prepared.
Yeah.
Or at least a little bit. People can tell because then they'll just be like, oh, this guy ain't talking about shit.
Yeah. Fuck this dude,
And
motherfucker.
because you got to keep their attention, and the
Yeah.
only way to keep their attention, they know they're there for comedy. The only way to keep their attention is to make them laugh.
Yeah.
And if you up there telling stories and you don't get to the punchline until fucking 2 minutes later, you already lost them. They're already like, can I get another drink? Or especially in bars, like you go to a comedy club,
Mhm.
yeah, it's a little different. But at a bar, they try to get their food, they're trying to get their drink, they're trying to talk to their friends.
Yeah.
Especially if they just got off work, they don't want to hear somebody in. Fuck, this ain't a fucking meeting. I've been in meetings all day. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sick of your voice.
So you gotta,
Blocka,
you gotta,
blocka.
you gotta keep them popping.
Yeah. I minus the whole blocka part. Just saying.
You were good at running the room too, though, man. Like that,
I'm
that
getting
really
better.
helped.
I'm getting better only because, if I didn't have the last two times, if I didn't have such a strong opening, I don't think they would have taken it as serious. Because the times that I haven't had a strong opening, people be like, there's just a bunch of people up here talking. But I've learned just by doing it, the way to keep control of the crowd is not, you don't have to engage them all the time, but keep them engaged, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. Oh, you missed my crowd work shit. Wait, what time did you get there?
No, I was there when you started.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, that was, I don't know. Yeah, I think that was stronger than the week before, but I don't know. It's just the reps, man. The reps is what's making me feel good about this whole shit.
Good. That's good. Congratulations on a successful 420 edition of Future Shot Open Mic Comedy.
Yeah, I did the marketing. I was like, oh, 420? All right, we're going to fucking use this shit.
It's going to be a real gas.
I didn't use
Sorry.
corny shit like that.
Well, you should have. Or I should have. This is the motherfucking way. Speaking of a way that this is going, so hold on before me and Jared ruin it for everybody.
Huh? Well, no, he's already watched it.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. I'm so happy you did that. So this past week.
That's why he's here.
Well, this is true. And thank you for coming over.
You don't even know this is true. This is what he told me on Thursday.
Well, it's true now because he's here. So
okay.
it had to be true to a degree. We were luckily enough to see, and sadly enough, to see the season finale of The Mandalorian, season 3. What did you guys think of the final episode?
Let the guests go.
We'll let you start, man, just because you came over.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm interested to see like how they move forward, and especially like with this Bo-Katan thing. And I know you said that they were like gearing up for a movie or something.
Yeah, well, one of the movies that was announced is a Mandalorian story, but I don't think it's going to be involving Din Djarin and Baby Grogu or Din Grogu at this point.
Din Grogu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was wondering if it was going to lead to something like a Mandalorian crusade or something, because I know they've had that in the past, but maybe Disney's probably not like thinking like doing something similar to that. But
I think they are. I think they're trying to explore more of the raw side of stuff. Aside from bringing back Rey, which is fucking stop with the fucking virtue signaling.
We don't like it.
And I guarantee, and they're probably not bringing back Finn because I know he's been outspoken about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, but this season for me, aside from the first episode, we talked about that before. Like I fucking hated the first episode. It seems kind of necessary because of the way they had to piece back in them ending up at the end, but I don't think we needed a full 40 minutes of that.
Yeah.
We're just gonna hang out in the town and fucking.
Yeah. Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Jared. Durka.
And then they went back to the little garage where they parked, where the lady built the ship.
Excuse me.
But you don't see her the rest of the season. It's like, what was the point of even bringing her?
yeah.
Oh man, dude, sneezing.
Like she's first season, second season, she's really like been kind of
intricate.
Small. Yeah.
Well, small, but not that small. That was the
no, like the way they portray her, it's like a tiny role, but like she's been really useful in helping, especially with his ship, and his droid. Like she's the one who was able to make him be able to go back out and fight. You know? Yeah,
exactly. But and then they was like, oh hey, here's Baby Grogu. Hey buddy, how you doing? And then she's out of here.
Yeah. Hi, bye, that kind of thing.
And I'm still upset about the Gina Carano thing. I still think she should still be in the show, but whatever.
Well, I thought the last episode was pretty awesome.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I watched it again today.
Yeah, it's a pretty action-packed episode. I mean, there's a lot that happens in it.
Probably the best season finale.
Yeah,
of all the shows for sure.
So
not just The Mandalorian, but all the Disney Plus shows.
I think so. I was super pumped throughout the entire episode. The only thing that was kind of like, oh, I want to know more about it, but not to say that we won't learn more in future seasons or whatever show comes out, maybe, was the Mythosaur. Because at the end of the episode, when Grogu becomes a Mandalorian apprentice and becomes Din Grogu, and then is adopted by Din Djarin. Plot twist: he's his dad now. They did that on purpose.
I mean, he's been his dad the whole time.
Yeah, I know, but still, now he's an official adopted child, Mandalorian.
Yeah,
style.
but you got to remember, Grogu has always been very sensitive to other life. Like even in the first season, when they stopped that horn that they wear, whatever the horn thing is that they wear on their gear.
Yeah,
he had Din Djarin has it on this shoulder, and then Grogu now has it on his little plate. He stopped that motherfucker. He was like, whoosh. And then Boba Fett, he did the same thing. He kind of calmed that. I forgot the name of that monster down too.
Yeah,
calmed that one down too. So he's always had a connection to these large animals. So at some point, he may end up riding that motherfucker somewhere.
Yeah. So that was the only thing I was hoping to get maybe a little more something on. Was the Mythosaur, because towards the end when it's this camera's panning under the water and it opens its eye.
I like how they're keeping it mysterious. I mean, the fucking name of the thing, it's called a myth. A soar.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted a little more. I didn't need the whole shebang.
You got what you needed. It was like, Grogu senses that he's there, and and the Mythosaur senses that he's there. It was like, all right, you a Mandalorian. I'm a Mandalorian too. We chilling.
Mando,
it's
Mando,
in the
bro.
lakes of the living water.
Yeah,
like their sacred spot.
And that's what the living water is. He lives in there. It's the living water.
I know it's living. I just wanted maybe a little more something. That's
I did
all.
feel sad about that one kid because he.
His dad.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing when I was watching. I'm like, damn, if only his dad was there to see that.
Yeah, man, that did suck.
He saw half of one.
Well, dude, yeah, they fucking stabbed the shit out of him. He was just like,
no, I'm talking about the first time they tried it, and that other monster came out of the water.
Oh, that one.
Snatched him up. Yeah.
Oh, that bird jump. They had to get him back from the bird. Not the bird, but pterodactyl jump. Ooh.
Just snatched him up. Could you? I don't know how I'd feel if I got just snatched up by a giant creature being flown across a canyon.
One thing I thought about though, in that same episode, they show the rockets dying out. Like they only had a certain amount of fuel, which I thought was a good way to make it realistic.
They made it seem like it was for a long time that they were going.
Yeah. So, and then I was thinking in this one, like these motherfuckers coming from space, they came down in little things, but then they dropped down. I guess part of gravity would have helped with efficiency, but they were still going for a long time. Even when they were fighting, they were still fighting with their rocket packs on and shit. So, like,
that was a dope scene.
Bruh.
Dude, there was a lot of really cool scenes.
The angles were crazy.
Could you imagine being on all three axes, man? Like, you're just in the air,
dude,
shooting,
and then he just
flying.
drove the fucking ship down
God.
into the planet and everything, into the base.
Did you notice when Bo-Katan, she was fighting somebody, she did the slide across, and then she hit her fucking rocket, came back up, turned around, and fucking brought her knees up and fucking shot rockets out of her knees. The fucking dude blew up and kept going. Like, I was like, what? Dude,
there was some really cool fucking shit. What I wanted to talk about was I wouldn't say it was random, but with Moff Gideon, when towards the fight between him and Mando, they found all of his clones. I guess in that chamber, and I was just like, "Oh!" I was like, "That's," I wasn't expecting that.
Well, they've been kind of hinting toward it throughout all the seasons.
Yeah, that's true.
But we didn't know it was Moff Gideon's. Now, what I was watching a new Rockstars, they do. I always say this. New Rockstars always does a recap of each episode. One thing they did note is we don't know necessarily if that was the actual. What's the fucking Giancarlo's character?
Moff Gideon.
Moff Gideon.
Yeah.
We don't know if that was
The original.
It could have been a clone.
Yeah.
Because we don't know. It's Star Wars clones. Fucking shit. The fuck
C-132.
could be fucking what's his name? Palpatine came back.
Yeah.
So he was a clone.
Darth Maul. Yeah.
Oh yeah. He had mechanical legs though, I thought.
Yeah, it was weird.
But there's a lot of mechanical stuff going on.
Did you like his armor? Like his black armor and his helmet and all that stuff. Did you think it was cool in terms of Star Wars?
Cool. I thought it was a little extra. But I did like his voice. The only thing that reminded me, like when he had the helmet on, the only thing it reminded me of was Kylo Ren a lot.
It did have that kind of echoey-ish sound to it.
But I mean, it's I don't know. Maybe that's just the technology for the Sith side. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it.
No, I mean that's the fun with the.
I don't know who the stylist for the clone troopers is, but they set a whole trend and it's been diluted so badly, man. Like I think these new stormtrooper armors are just getting a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, this one, again, just shout out to New Rockstars. This was one thing they picked up on. The ones in this episode, or this series, those stormtroopers, all their armor was made out of Beskar. So what they're saying is maybe one of those other people that was in that room when he was talking to him, and that was episode 5, I think.
Are you talking about when he's talking to all the other Sith lords?
Yeah. They weren't Sith lords.
Well, not Sith lords.
Empire,
but,
First Order / whatever. He's thinking one of those people took that same design but made it out of cheaper material, because Beskar is expensive as fuck and it's hard to work with if you don't know what you're doing. That's why the Mandalorian has an armorer who specifically works with that metal.
Yeah.
But yeah, they kept the helmets the same, but it's definitely cheaper material. So the process of manufacturing might be a little bit different.
This is some fascinating shit, dude. We're talking about stormtrooper armor. I mean, it's important. It's
the
important.
The thing is, what they're doing with all this shit now is they're actually making everything go to get like coherent.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like before with Star Wars, it was like, all right, we got Star Wars George Lucas just to get it out there. He wanted to make he already had the trilogy that he wanted to make.
Yeah,
but he had to start with something. So that's where he started with. It wasn't called New Hope then; it was called Star Wars then. And then we get the other ones because it did so well. And then later he was like, fuck it, let's do a prequel. And then, well, actually before the prequel was they remastered the first originals.
Yeah.
And then they did the prequels.
Mm-hmm.
He ruined the fucking remastered ones, though.
You know what's crazy? I know that there's certain footage in some of those, and I know the big one.
Han shooting first.
Yeah. So I know that's like the big one as opposed to the original and the remastered. But in terms of the other two films, Empire Strikes Back and The Return of the Jedi, I can't think of initially anything off the top of my head that is extremely different to the film in each version. Because
I thought the remastered came after the prequel, because the one that I remember that's remastered
Maybe it did.
had that Christian guy who played Anakin in 3.
Oh, Christian. But they could have went back and changed that. Yeah, you might be right. Because I know what you're talking about, because I don't even remember. I remember watching the originals because my mom used to drop me off at my aunt's house on the weekends. It'd be early as fuck in the morning, and Star Wars would be on HBO, and I'd watch every fucking weekend. So I do remember. I can't remember the guy's face clearly, but later on they changed it to Hayden Christensen.
Really?
Yeah, it was. Remember at the end of what was that? Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Oh yes, you're
the
right.
3 people. And actually, didn't they add in?
Did they add in Yoda or something?
No, I don't remember. But it was Obi-Wan, Yoda, and then somebody else. Maybe it was his. Maybe it was his
Anakin.
dad.
It's
it was
Anakin.
old. It was old Anakin.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what it was. It wasn't Hayden Christensen. It was old Anakin. I'm starting to remember now. Because the guy was kind of chubby and he was still bald or whatever. Yeah, it was old Anakin. So then I guess they went back in and replaced it with Hayden Christensen, which I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that
The
one.
dude was old and fat?
He was.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I remember. I mean,
I don't remember that at all.
That was way back.
And when did that come out? 83? 80 or
around there.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
First one came out in 79, I think.
Damn.
78, 79.
It doesn't matter. Star Wars is forever. Hopefully it's forever, and hopefully it's not butchered to a million pieces.
Well, some would say it's already been butchered into a million pieces.
Yeah, that's true, but at the same time, I know they're adding a lot, and I know Star Wars fans are very complex and they're fickle, to say the least. I mean, I remember when I was reading after you had mentioned that Star Wars convention, the Star Wars celebration about 2 weeks ago. When I was reading up on it, like the following day, you know, I'll always go to the comments section just to see what people say.
It's the worst thing you can do.
It is the worst cesspool of the world.
That's every comment section of everything on the planet.
It is so bad. And it's like, man, it's like you guys don't like anything. Like, nothing makes you happy. Like, they just shit on everything. It's like, then why the fuck do you still watch it?
Yeah, but it's not just Star Wars. It's anything. Like, somebody posts, any celebrity posts something, you guaranteed you're gonna go down to see, and I do it sometimes, and I already know when I click on something, I'm gonna see all the hate shit.
Yeah,
I definitely don't want to see all the hate shit, but I see all the hate shit.
Yeah, it's so negative. Be more positive in the world, folks.
What's up, G-Man?
Be the change.
Thank you. It's
yeah.
Earth Day. It's Earth Day.
Yeah, Earth Day only comes once a year, so make sure you celebrate it today. All right, just saying. That's how it works. Earth Day.
I think I just figured out who that is. Now that I know what it is.
It's finally taken this much time, but Jared's finally solved the mystery.
I think G stands for ginger.
I mean, it's very possible. It's very possible. I mean, I don't know. I mean, being a detective would be cool. Like, figuring shit out. Dude, you should be a detective. Like, after you get out of, you know, doing your whole lawyer shit, dude, become like the old man smoking the cigarette
I
on
don't
the
think
radio.
that's how it works. I think you're law enforcement, then you become private eye. Not law maker.
Yeah, but you just like the guy with the stubble beard smoking the cigarette. She's gone out of my life, but I got to finish this case. You know, that kind of thing, like some film noir kind of thing.
Well, why don't you do it?
Yeah, that's
I
a
will
great
do.
idea.
I'm going to become a detective.
You can be a private eye. You just go through the DOJ, you get your fucking license, and you can fucking start your own fucking private eye business.
I'm going to call it Dick's Eye.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Branding is probably not going to be the greatest, but go ahead.
It's going to be in the shape of a wiener. So, like, no, let me stop.
It's just going to be
I
fucking.
just can't wait to see his first interaction with the police.
Dude, what?
Oh, my God.
Dude, I'm going to get me the big trench coat and the hat. Be like.
That's not how it works anymore.
I know it's not how it works anymore.
Fucking Dick Grayson.
Yeah, dude. Fucking smoking my cigarette. She left me, but I got to finish the case.
That was a Star Trek reference, by the way.
Yeah.
You don't know about that. Dick Grayson, ladies and gentlemen, look it up. Star Trek: The Next Generation, Captain Picard, his alter ego when he's in the holodeck.
Woo. Oh, there we go.
He's like, God damn, that's over my head.
Not a Star Trek guy.
I love Star Trek.
I mean, that's okay. I'm a very casual Star Trek
Speaking
guy
of
myself.
Star Trek Picard, this season, it's the last season, and it's fucking fire. Just want to put that out there. You don't have to be a Star Trek fan. It's good.
I know that. I'm just saying, from his perspective, again, I've always said that, you know, and I've told you that my dad was more of a Star Trek guy than I was, because I was more into Star Wars.
Yeah, because you think in binary terms.
I do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's got to be this or that. Blue or red, Republican, Democrat.
Dude, that's how it goes here in America.
That's not how it should go.
No, it's not. It's awful. The whole world is falling apart, and there's nothing we can do to do it.
Just gotta be the change you want to see in the world.
We're about
Manifest it.
Oh God.
Manifested king. You
All
got
right.
this.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
I appreciate that. At least somebody's giving me some motivation. No, let me stop. So you were saying, Jared? You said
I forgot what I was saying now.
what? The downfall of mankind?
Hey, man, you sent her in here with them titties. What you expect?
Dude, it's very hard not to stare at sometimes. Just saying.
He thinks just because I hit a button, he's supposed to start talking about that.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying.
That means keep going.
Oh, I'm
Because
going.
it's funnier if the shit plays and people are like, what the fuck was that? And then you just keep talking about what you're talking about.
Leave me alone.
No, I will not. Look, oh, he's going in today.
Not going in.
It's not your Earth Day, motherfucker.
Well, it's Earth Day only once a year, so celebrate your greenery with your best pals. All right. And I'm doing a bitch amount. There we go. Just a little bitch amount. So you know what's funny,
Epi's
Jared?
gonna get you in a minute. So
Don't worry. What I was gonna say is that so I went out last night for about an hour or so after work, and I was just like, hey, haven't been out all week. It's Friday. Let me stop by. Nothing's going on. Like, there's nobody around, nothing. It's like, why did I even come out? But I was like, well, I'm here.
Well,
So-
it was also nice yesterday, wasn't it?
The weather was very nice yesterday.
Yeah, that's probably, people were probably going other places.
I hate Virginia weather. It's been nice all week. It's finally the weekend. I'm off. It's fucking torrential downpour.
It's fucking spring.
I understand that, but it could have done it during the week while I was at work, not on my off day. Just saying.
All you would have done. All you would have done was end up at Turtle during the day and then been drunk doing the podcast right now.
That is not true. It is only 87% true.
Look, type in the comments if you think it's true or not. Whether RJ, if it was nice today, RJ would have been out and fucking back here 3 sheets to the wind trying to do a podcast, and me being aggravated because of it.
Which is nothing new here on this podcast, folks. Just
But you just said
Nah, I'm just saying.
they said it doesn't happen though.
No, I'm just saying I wish the weather was nicer. It's Earth Day, and I
fine.
wanted nice weather for Earth Day.
Motherfucker, it's Earth Day and it's raining. You can't ask for a
That's
better
a lot
thing.
Of Earth.
Yeah,
That's a lot of
okay,
Earth.
so the Earth is getting some love. Happy Earth Day, folks. All right, Jesus.
If it wasn't raining, then what the fuck? It's not a great Earth Day. That means we're fucking gonna boil in 2 seconds.
Oh, there's a lot of whiskey in there. Just saying. Earth is important. Smoke your trees, folks, and grow them.
See, look, he said that was too strong. I told you Epic was gonna go in on you. He said that's still way too much coke.
Dude, no, I'm not built like this man. You know what he said to me today? When I haven't talked to him in, I feel like, a little while. Got online. He
Probably
said,
last week.
yeah, but still, he was like, oh, I'm not dead, eh? And I was like, you're not dead. I was like, I hope not. Like, he's just built different. Just built different.
I mean, he is.
He's out there in minus 30-degree weather, probably wearing
Oh, it's probably
shorts.
still cold up there, huh?
Probably wearing shorts, smoking a cigar that's been dipped in some sort of whiskey, bourbon, whatever.
First of all,
Viking?
he already said it. I don't- actually,
He seems like a Viking.
I think I meant to ask him. But he's got red hair, so
He could be a Viking.
he could be Irish. I don't know. He might tell us.
Yeah.
Oh, he
One
said
of-
he said
one of
see,
Eric's
yeah, he
sons.
said it's cold today. I told you it was cold up there.
It's always cold in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I know because it's fucking
The tundra.
it's fucking Canada basically. You know how like the South is like Georgia for us, like Wisconsin is fucking South for Canada.
Dude, oh my God, bro. That shit is. But regardless, I don't know
he
how
said
to-
I think it went up to 47 without the sun. Well, that is cold for us. That's actually not that cold, but
well, for this area, no. 47 is tolerable depending on if the wind is blowing or not. I'm telling you, it's all about the wind, man.
that would be our fall, late winter ish. 47.
And what I was gonna say is that it.
Did we skip spring?
Of course, he's 75% French Canadian. That makes a whole lot of sense.
What a boot. Sorry, sorry, I had to do it. Why did he? I don't even think I knew that. Or he probably told me, but I was probably,
Probably.
Yeah, that's how most of those things go. It's like, hey, you remember the last time I saw you? It's like, I don't remember anything at all. That's how you know you're getting old.
That's not how you know. That means you just drink too much.
Well, I don't really drink
And
anymore.
you don't take care of your brain.
I do take care of my brain.
How?
I exercise it daily.
You exercise your brain or you exercise your body?
My mind is my body.
Because they're both. You got to do both.
See, I see. I was on to something there for a second.
Yeah, but you're only doing half.
Don't worry.
Wait, you exercise your brain how? Playing video games?
No, I mean I think that's hand-eye coordination type of thing.
I mean, it helps, but it's not.
No. I mean, I like to.
It's more of a distraction than anything.
Yeah, to take you out of the reality that we live in, which is dark and dreary.
Keeps you from facing your issues. Like, oh, let me go be somebody else for 6 hours.
It's terrible. I don't like it. I just
No,
want,
you don't
Y'all
like
used
the
to play
fact
The
that
Sims?
I played it. I just wasn't hardcore into it.
no, at The Sims.
But now,
Yeah, no, I've never been a fan of it.
now I'm into the GTA roleplay stuff and a little bit of Red Dead Redemption.
Because it's amazing.
Did McGillicuddy ever come out?
No,
Or-
of course not. He still has you don't have a PC. You got to get a PC.
I'm slowly working on that. I promise, dude. When I hook this thing up,
You've been
it's
slowly working on it for fucking goddamn at least 6 months now.
Yeah, I know, and it's coming. And I'm telling you, once it's built and once it's alive, it's
Bert,
gonna.
you don't have to build one. You can go to. I could give you. I'm giving you sites. There's sites you can go, and I get them on my fucking Instagram shit all the time. You can get pre-built ones. You just gotta know what to look for as far as specs.
I'm going to create life out of this, and I'm going to create legs for it, and it's going to be walking through the town.
So you want to spend $50,000?
If it helps me make $1 million, then yes.
You still gotta fucking
Because what I'm
create
gonna
a
have-
fucking fan base.
That's true, but at the same time, I'm going to have my
Or,
robot
I don't want to call
rob
it a fan
everybody.
base. It's a community. You got to create a community.
I like this word, community. It reminds me of Animal Crossing.
But that's what they all call it. Every person is big on Twitch or Facebook. If they got paid to leave Twitch, they have a community. And most of those people who left Twitch for Facebook, they brought the community over with them. Some of them got a bigger, I don't want to say a bigger community, but they got newer people. It's funny because I watch people who are on Facebook. I learned about role play from Facebook because there was for one day I was just like, let me check out this, and actually the first person I started really watching, I still watch, just because his character was that compelling, and I'm like, yo, I want to see this shit all the time. So then I got into other characters, and then you start seeing who these people are, and you kind of learn like them outside of the character, and then you see how good role play is because you've seen it. Why are you laughing?
Because I love you, dude.
What the fuck?
Yeah, there you go. Go ahead and continue, please.
Oh my god,
That was really awkward. I know, folks. Please tell him.
Very
He's like,
awkward.
I'm not doing this anymore with you.
So then from that, I was like, let me get back on Twitch. So then I started watching people on Twitch, and then one of the guys who I started watching on Facebook moved back to Twitch because his contract was up, and he's doing better now because he's back on Twitch. But he picked up people from Facebook. And you can tell the different communities are different because people on Twitch, they already know the world of chatting in the chat.
Yeah.
They know what words to use and what acronyms to use for different things. Because like we talked about it before, like laughing my ass off is not the same as it is on Twitch. It's KEKW. KEKW is like laughing out loud. I forgot what it stands for, but Epic can probably look it up if he's still around paying attention. But then there's a bunch of other stuff. There's different slang over in Twitch that people don't know on Facebook because they barely know what the fuck's happening. So they're still using the normal LMAO and like whatever everybody else is because they're not like gamers. People on Twitch are gamers and fucking viewers. People on Facebook are mostly viewers and they just came across it. So it's weird to see those different dynamics in the communities, but
Well, that's how
this
you
is Twitch appropriate. We're live on Twitch, so
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're always live on Twitch
Okay.
every Saturday around 6 p.m.-ish, and anywhere you can get your podcasts, Apple Music, Spotify, and you can check us out Mondays around 9 a.m. on YouTube for the visual. Make sure you like that you click it.
and
you get
share. Share would be caring.
And Jared, I want to say we gained a new fellow listener yesterday. Believe it or not,
From
I was at
Cuba?
work yesterday.
Is it Cuba?
No, I'm hoping one day if we can get what did I say? At least 3 people from Cuba to subscribe, I will give Jared $20. No, I said $50.
Yeah, just put it in
Yeah.
the donate link on the Twitch page.
Yeah. So if you are somewhere in Cuba or somebody there, if you can get 3 people to subscribe to this show, I will give Jared $50.
They have to be from Cuba.
Yeah, they have to be Cuban, and if I go, ¿Dónde está?
I don't know how we're gonna figure out.
don't
whether,
mean like their like IP. Joan just has to like ping as Cuba or
well, here's the thing. Yes, because if that for me to be able to see that, I would have to use. I guess I could see it on YouTube also, and the analytics. But the audio would be the easiest way for me to tell. Because the audio analytics are different than the YouTube analytics. The YouTube analytics, that's Google, and they have their own fucking thing. But then the audio is hosted on a different platform, and they have their own analytics. Because it tells me like where they came from, whether it was Google Play, it was Samsung, whatever their app or whatever app it's from. It tells me where it's from, and then I can break down and see what country it is from. We have 0 in Cuba right now.
That's awesome.
What do you mean it's
What?
awesome?
No, wait, hold on.
It's called marketing, motherfucker.
No, I know. I mean, just the way you broke it down is awesome. We need 3 listeners from Cuba. That is the goal right now, folks. Help me out. I know I do a lot for everybody.
RJ is like, I don't fucking know how any of this shit works. I just sit here and talk every day, every fucking Saturday.
They were like, so my
0 listeners in Cuba.
so my
Awesome, like-
so my service manager called me last night around 7:00, and he said, "Hey, thanks for helping me out on the ride home." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "I just listened to some of your podcasts." He listened to last week's episode.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and he was like, "Dude," he said,
He's listens. He's listening to the audio, or what was it?
he was listening in the car, so the audio. What
Could
believe
be
it or not,
YouTube.
It could have been, but he was listening. No, he said he rated it, so I believe it was on.
That's Apple probably.
So that was really cool.
Yeah.
And he said, "Hey, man," he said, "I didn't know that." He was like, "You're good." I was like, "I know."
He's like, we've been doing this for fucking long enough. Of
And
course we are.
and that's when I started pointing my finger in the air when I was on the phone. I was like, "Do you know who we are? Damn it!" You know, like I was like, "We are the Mad Scientist Lab."
I do get sometimes, bro. I do get that fucking, and I try not to do it because I worry like if and when we ever blow up, be it through this / the comedy shit, because they go hand in hand at this point. I mean, shit, you probably would not have even known that the show was Thursday if you weren't
That's true.
a avid viewer of this joint.
Yeah.
So, and then shit, Epic has come down to, it's a laughing emoji. That's what Keck W is. But yeah, so yeah. Anyway, so they kind of go hand in hand, and I forgot where I was going with that.
Well, I mean, you were going pretty good. I was intrigued. Damn it!
What was I talking about?
You were just saying something about a person, right? Or
What was I talking about?
Oh, you were saying somebody you know.
Oh yeah, work. Oh yeah. So I was just like, yes. I was like, you know what? I was like, we've been doing a great job for a long time. I said I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for my fellow man. And then I did the whole thing in the lane like this.
07.
Yeah, that's what I did.
That's a Twitch thing too.
Yeah, so I did that.
07.
Nobody was like around me.
07 salute.
Yeah.
Because if you type it in, watch it.
yeah, I get it.
07. You
I get it. It's like the head and then the arm and,
then
the
the
hand.
arm, yep.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. But why was 6 afraid of 7, guys?
okay, we're not gonna let you.
So
do
why
that
was
one.
that guy just shocked at you doing a podcast, or shocked at you being good at doing it?
No, he was just he was genuinely complimenting it.
That's
and
the thing. Like until like people don't fully get podcast. Like we think podcasting is mainstream, and it in certain areas it is mainstream. Like Joe Rogan, hands down, the biggest media platform on the planet.
Yeah,
It's crazy to think that because I've been listening to him for so long, and I grew up with him. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember watching News Radio, which was a sitcom he was on back in the days. You can look it up. It's a real legit thing. That was with Phil Hartman, Andy Dick, a couple other people. Like one of the guys from Kids in the Hall was on there.
Mhm.
And then he went on Fear Factor. He was on Fear Factor forever. And then I didn't really, actually, to be honest, I didn't get into his comedy until way later. And it was after I knew about the podcast, which is crazy. But he's been a fucking comedian way before he was any of the other shit that I knew him for.
Yeah, the Fear Factor was a wild show, dude. Like some of
That
the
shit, bro. I still don't know how the fuck I sat and watched any of that because
Some of it was grotesque. dude.
yeah, it was
Just
so
eating
gross.
bugs for no reason. Oh my
You
goodness.
can't do
reason.
that shit
Yeah,
nowadays.
yeah.
I'm not watching a motherfucker eat fucking donkey dick.
Yeah,
You know?
dude. Yeah. Might as well drink a Bud Light afterwards if you're doing all that.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
it was a joke.
I know, I get it, but fuck.
It's all
I
right.
get it.
I am smart.
There you go. All right. I like this. I like this. I like this a lot. I like having guests over. I like having Jared over. And I like having you guys over here every Saturday. It's always fun and it's always awesome. And I think it's about that time, don't you think?
It's up to you.
I think it's time to celebrate Earth Day the right way.
Oh my God.
Which means that we're going to take
look,
care of this planet.
And I'm not. No, we're not taking care of any planets.
He's a hero.
I am not fucking. This planet is not getting watered by a whole bunch of fucking very rapid things of liquid.
No. Oh, no. Don't worry. I have made it my personal mission to not announce that it's your birthday. Jared, happy birthday. Happy 108th birthday to the mad scientist himself. And with that being said, folks, ladies and gentlemen.
At least he waited till the end to fucking embarrass us.
Yeah, there you go.
Although all the chatters also did it. But
it's because I told him.
Thank everybody. Shout out to Grogu. Shout out to our guest this week. Congratulations on
big congratulations.
And fucking
Thank you.
and get a fucking 99% on that bar exam.
Yeah. Because lawless.
RJ,
This
thank
is a
you.
minimum competency test, so we just need to pass. We don't need to ace.
No.
You're on the Mad Scientist Lab podcast, bro. It ain't nothing but A's.
Wait, hold on. What is? Oh, you're into pronouns? Me too. How about we she them? How about we she them titties?
Yeah. So there. Oh yeah.
Shout out to Epic on that one.
Shout out to Epic. Shout out to our good buddy Al Peppers. Love you, Al.
Al's gone.
So
Do you want to hear a quick joke?
sure,
Yes.
of course.
We always like to hear jokes here.
I'm gonna use the word T, but you know I'm talking about them people, all right?
Yeah.
So how did the T man why does the T man always eat salad?
Oh, the tea.
The T man always eats salad.
Because they don't like them tossed.
Is that I don't know. Tell.
Because he was a her before.
Okay, say it one more time.
Why does the T man only eat salad?
Because he was a her before. Her before. Beep, beep, beep. Hold on. There. Hit us. Where? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to episode 178
Keep your mind
of
going,
the Mad Scientist Lab podcast.
Exercise that mind.
Yeah, there you go. The greatest podcast in the world, North America, and you guessed it, soon to be Cuba. We will see you guys next week around 6 p.m.-ish, live on Twitch. Catch us anywhere you can get your podcast, Apple Music, Spotify. Check us out every Monday, 9 a.m. on YouTube. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Happy Earth Day and happy birthday to the mad scientist himself. We are out. We are out, folks. Bye-bye.
I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The Mad Scientist Lab. The Mad Scientist Lab. The Mad Scientist Lab. The Mad Scientist Lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
The Mad Scientist